Hey, it's Heather K, and it's 75% of the 100-day journey. Today is day 75, and this is your path to success. And remember how I told you I was going to tell you 8 days of habits of successful people? Well, today is day 3. What's today's topic is monitoring yourself. Be accountable for yourself, and you even could call it the looks, bites, and a taste. Signs that you need to work on this is if you're one of these people who don't recognize the signals when they're full and satisfied. That's where I was at. I think all of these 8 habits, I think I'm guilty of every single one of them I can relate to. But this may be, topic might be for you if you snack all day and then you don't, you instead of eating regular meals. The other thing is you're not aware how much you eat. You snack without that. You don't track. And you don't recognize your body's hunger, which I already said. So, one more. There's one more. It's like, I guess, if you don't want to have foods around that you're going to eat. That's why I try to buy, I don't like chocolate chip cookies. I mean, who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies? But my sons, one time I bought them a lot of cookies. I don't anymore. But when I did, I said that's their snack food. So I try to have snacks, or the mind frame that it's not for me, it's for them. So one of the things I also did is have their snacks on things I absolutely hated. Things I knew I wouldn't touch. Right? So anyway. So well, I guess one of the things is I guess I'm trying to find a way to help you monitor yourself. The best way is to write it down. For me, I am my board with the stickers. Whatever works. You might want to write it down, and then you'll see how strong that is. Because when you're snacking or you're taking a little bites, and like the licks, bites, and the taste, if you're cooking a meal for someone else or you're cooking for a dinner party or whatever you're cooking for. And then you have a little bit of it. All this stuff adds up. That's why sometimes I go just for black coffee versus milk. Because all the milk and all the coffee I was having was adding up. So you have to monitor that, right? So one of the things that I guess what I used to do is have milk in a little container and saying, when you add them up, like you measured it, how much you pour in your milk. I was having a double milk, which is like a quarter cup. 4 cups, I got a whole cup of milk. So then let's add this up. So, okay, I already knew this is what the math is going to be. So if I only had a couple cups, then I said, okay, I had to add a half a cup of milk into it. But like I said, I'm not about tracking and counting calories, any of that. I'm finding a lifestyle. So, but on this journey, what I've learned is you got to measure it. And you got to learn what that means. Like they said, a deck of cards at the palm of your hand should be like maybe your protein. Your fist should be like a light bulb or like an apple. Like, the reason why is sometimes I use a scale when I eat. And this is just because of previous programs. But one thing it's taught me is every once in a while you got to monitor it. If that looks like a little bit too much, and it's easy to add another half a scoop more, you think, oh, well, it's nothing. But it is something. When you're trying to lose weight, you're watching this video because you're trying to lose weight. Or you're just wanting to hear me go on and what is she going to talk about today? Maybe. So if you are that person, press like. So, no, but these things, like I find that when I have been successful with my journey, and then when I lose sight of it, my portion sizes become bigger. That's what this is about. You got to realize to where your goal is or where you want to maintain is less. I ran into this person just ever so briefly. And I was telling him that after the birth of my first son, I saw a nutritionist for 2 years as part of the program that you can follow. And like I said, I talk to everybody and anybody. And I'm not certified. And I probably should have that as a qualifier. I'm not a certified nutritionist or anything like that. It's just I study this to death. And I've seen everybody and talked to everybody who would listen. And I refused to give up French fries. Back when I was morbidly obese, French fries were important to me. And the most amazing thing I found is I said, you need to put it down because I'm going to eat it. Let's start with how many I can have because I'm not ready to give it up. To my surprise, the amount of fries for a 5'5" woman of my size was a children's Happy Meal. When I pause, I'm pausing to let that thing sink in. Because I said, that's it? Size small? And it's like, or 10. It's like, really? Then I realized that big plate I was having was enough to feed a whole family of 6. So you got to realize that, what do you want to be? You can accept yourself as being bigger, or do you truly want to transform your life? These things add up. When you monitor yourself, not saying you can't have it, because you can make it a meal, right? So what I would do once a week for my reward meal, believe it or not, was a children's Happy Meal. I even saved all the toys and gave it away at Halloween. But that is no longer what I want for my reward meal, because I've evolved. I'd rather have something way better than that. But if you're still stuck on these fast food joints, you got to realize that they're loaded with stuff that the breakdown of the food is so bad, it doesn't satisfy you. It doesn't have enough proper nutrients in it to satisfy you. That's why I say when you have a chocolate bar, you're going to crave sugar. But if you have an apple, an orange, or a banana, even some grapes, they're sweet, but they don't betray you. They won't make you look for food. Your body will get the signal from the nutrients and say, I'm done. Like your satisfaction level is you're done. And that's really hard for me to explain. And I hope you're getting it. But when you eat food that is void of any nutrients, you're going to get hungry again. And then you already got all that calories in you. It's garbage. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. But monitoring yourself is like that. And so that's a little things I've discovered over my life. That, what do you want to do? You're accountable to yourself. When you don't lose weight, who's to blame? Not me. If you want to blame me, go ahead. Press like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Friday.